Hey everybody, Dean DeCosta Search Authority, and this is video 2 in OSG, and this is just a quick overview, and then we're going to look at the name OSG. So OSG flow is simple. Start the OSG based on available info. You take what you do have, like my story before about only having a letter and this, and then you start using the other OSGs to find more information and crossing from one OSG to another while collecting all that data so that you can look at it and determine what and who it is you're actually looking for. Nice, pretty little package utilizing any methodology you want, whether you want to just create a folder and stick everything in there or you want to use the tool that I use and everything. And I'll show you that tool here too. So that's just a general idea. So we're going to shrink that. We are going to be focusing on name today, and we are going to look at a bunch of different stuff, but I just want to tell you this is the tool that I use a lot called Zotero. And basically, as you can see, it allows you to grab, it has a Chrome extension, and to install the Zotero connector extension, which allows you to pick the information you're looking at online and bring it into a folder, which allows you to collect all the data in one place. So that's what the tool is designed for. It's really cool, really simple. You can think of it as a scraper, a snippet, whatever, but the difference is it's going to take it and put it into one specific place for you, so you know what your target is. So we're gonna kind of shrink that. The other thing we're going to look at here that I think is going to be very important is the sourcing links. And the reason I say that is because almost everything that we're going to be doing, you don't need sourcing links for, but the sourcing links will make it significantly easier. And I'm going to show you why in a minute as well. So let's get into the name one. The name one is real simple. Basic information. You've got a name. Awesome. Sourcing links. And then you see the arrows from sourcing links. So I put sourcing links there, but you don't have to use sourcing links. So one place you can use, obviously, is just general search engines. I mean, you can go Google, Bing, Brave, You, Web Archives, and a bunch of other places. You'll notice all these lines going from one thing to another. That means you might do a search on Google and find their LinkedIn page, which now means you're using social information to do it. You see what I'm saying? You might end up on LinkedIn and then end up taking you back over to Google for their webpage. So these things can lead to different things. It's kind of like that puzzle I put up in the first one about the FBI thing where you have those target boards and they have all the information and they put lines together and you see, yeah, it's basically the same exact principle. So we're going to do it. We're going to pick on Dean only because I don't like picking on other people. Now, the reason why, and we're going to start with search engines because that's just the first thing. The reason why I have a habit of my last name is actually 2 words. We're going to put there. Now, the reason why I say you could use source links is because if Google doesn't get it, you can go to Bing, you can go to anyone. As you can see there, and remember where it said other at the bottom of the thing here? We mentioned these bunch and then we said other. Well, in sourcing links, you've got about 40 of them to pick from. And you type the name once, you put it in, and then you can pick where you want to go. So that's one of the reasons I use it, because then I don't have to retype stuff over and over again. It's right there in front of me. I just move. So we're going to pick Google. We're going to open Google. And the first thing we're going to see is my LinkedIn profile. So guess what that means? Just like I was saying earlier, we started with a Google search. Now we got my LinkedIn. But we got more than my LinkedIn. We also have some other social sites, which comes down here. The other. We also have my Recruiter Daily page down here. We have my Weebly page. We have my sourcing links page. We have my Recruiter Hunt page and my YouTube page and so on and so forth and lions and tigers and bears on mine. And we got pictures, and we haven't even gotten to the image search part of it. And so, as you can see, that search got us a lot of info. So, and that's the idea. We've actually crossed from this part of this OSG into this part of this OSG. We haven't done this yet, but we've done these two. And it's also opened us up to other ones, specifically in this case, pictures, which we'll get into in one of the next upcoming videos. Now, obviously, I don't need to explain all this. These are the people finders. Now, this is where it's very specific down here into real name. We're going to pop in my name. We're going to put my name together for this only because I know some of these are legacy and they don't recognize me when I'm not together. As you can see, the original OSG has five specifics and then other. Well, as you can see, other means somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 and something. But that's only if you use sourcing links. If you don't use sourcing links, then you're going to have to use the ones that I mentioned here, boom, 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 and or go to the SSAR page, staffing, sourcing, recruiting, just look up Dean DeCosta SSAR, and on there are all the types of all these types of name finding tools that I have listed here. We're just going to not play around. We're going to go right to true people because I know it's got the info I want, so I might as well do it. And we're going to give it a minute or two. Sharing, you know. So, that not me, that not me, that not me, this is me. Now, how would you tell that's me? Well, number one, Dean DaCosta. If you looked at my LinkedIn profile, which we already did, it would tell you I live in Kent. It would also tell you when I graduated college, which means you can do the little math thing. I graduated college with a bachelor's degree. That's 22 years, 18 for high school, 4 for bachelor's, and then you do the math and add up. You're usually within a couple of years. In this case, it's accurate. So we're going to open the bad boy up. And it gives you where I live, less or more or less. It'll give you my phone number, which is good as September 24, which is correct, and that's my cell phone number. This is my home number, which I find interesting since it's not supposed to be listed. This is my home work number. This is my wife's cell number. No calling my wife. This used to be a number, and that used to be a number, but, you know, whatever. Actually, I believe that's my Google Voice number, but at any rate. And then you got emails. That's me, that's my daughter. I have no clue. That's me, no clue. And you can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But you get the idea. Now we have so much information. We started with the name. Now we got all these different social profiles I have. Now we have my phone numbers, my emails, my address, my spouse, and everything else. You got more than enough nice little profile, and we've only gone off one OSG. So there you go. That's how simple it can be to use this one simple OSG. Now a lot of you are probably saying, well, I know all this. I do it. I get it. But sometimes having it in front of you and seeing it helps. And some of you may not be aware of all these different tools. Or the ones that are on sourcing links, or the one from the SSAR page. And let me show you so everybody knows what the SSAR page is. Just in case some of you don't. Like I said, these are going to be longer videos than normal. SSAR page, Staffing, Sourcing, and Recruiting, took long and hard to come up with that, is a series of pages that have links upon links of cool tools and stuff that I think can help you. There's even an AI section. There's everything you can imagine. So we're going to go to page 1. And the reason we're going to page 1, we were on 4, by the way, is because phone, email, people look up, and you'll find in this thing are all the tools that we like. There's True People Search. That's the one we were just looking at. You'll find most of them are there. So if you don't want to use sourcing links, that's fine. Just grab the ones that work for you. Put them up into the bookmarks. Create a little folder and say name finding, and you can do it that way. Boom, 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 boom. Very simple and easy. So that's it for this particular section. Next up after this, since we have got all this, is going to be using email and see what other info we can get from there. Most of it's validating, but we'll see how it goes. So, Dean DaCosta, the Search Authority, may the source be with you.